breaking news coming in just now. The Democratic Alliance has set a date for the first steps of a possible disciplinary inquiry into Western Cape Premier Helen Zille's comments about colonialism. The meeting will be held on Saturday, the 25th of March this year. Based on a report of that meeting, the Federal Executive would then decide whether to refer the matter to a disciplinary panel for a disciplinary hearing. The Western Cape Premier had praised the colonialism in a tweet last week. Well, joining us on the phone line for more on the matter is James Salfer, the Federal Executive Chairperson of the Democratic Alliance. Mr. Salfer, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon right here on A97. Perhaps just shed more light on the date set and how the inquiry is actually planned to pan out.
Well, the inquiry has a number of stages, and the first stage is when the chair of the Federal Legal Commission, Advocate Breitenbach, meets with Ms. Zille, and that is going to take place on Saturday. And Ms. Breitenbach will then compile a report for the consideration of the Federal Executive, which will then say what charges, if any, Ms. Zille should face. The Federal Executive will consider that, and if it agrees, it will refer the matter back to a disciplinary panel for a disciplinary hearing.
Now, in the meantime, with regards to Helen Zille, perhaps just talk more. Is she actually suspended? Will be suspended in the time frame where the inquiry is leading up to?
No, probably not, because we only suspend people in the event that they are likely to interfere with an inquiry or intimidate witnesses, and neither of those two events are present in this case.
And in the meantime, are you able to actually state as to whether what type of sanction will be laid upon Helen Zille once found guilty of such a crime?
Well, that presupposes that she will, and the federal constitution lays down a number of possible sanctions, but I think that would be premature to speculate about whether she would be found guilty, and if so, what charges would be, what sanctions would be laid down until such time as that actually occurs.
Well, Mr. Salfer, thank you so much for speaking to us here on A97. Democratic Alliance's James Salfer speaking to us more on the Democratic Alliance setting a date for the first steps of a possible disciplinary inquiry into the Western Cape Premier Helen Zille's comments about colonialism.